Zephaniah, chapter 1. The word of yahuah which came to Zephaniah, ban of Cushi, ban of Gedaliah, ban of Amariah, ban of Hizkiah, in the days of Yushiyahu, ban of Amun, sovereign of Yehudah. I shall snatch away all from the face of the Eretz, declares Yahuah. Snatch away male and beast. I snatch away the birds of the Shamayim and the fish of the sea, and the stumbling blocks with the wicked, when I shall cut off male from the face of the Eretz, declares Yahuah. And I shall stretch out my hand against Yehudah, and against all the inhabitants of Yerushalayim, and cut off every trace of Baal from this place, the names of the idolatrous priests with the Kohanim, and those bowing down to the host of the Shamayim on the housetops, and those bowing themselves, swearing by Yahuah and swearing by Malcham, and those who turn away from following Yahuah, and who have not sought Yahuah or inquired of him. Hush in the presence of the Adon Yahuah, for the day of Yahuah is near, for Yahuah has prepared a slaughter, he has kadush his invited ones. And it shall be in the day of the slaughter of Yahuah that I shall punish the rulers and the banim of the sovereign, and all such as are clad in foreign garments. And I shall punish on that day all who leap over the threshold, who fill their masters' houses with violence and deceit. And on that day there shall be, declares Yahuah, the sound of a cry from the fish gate, and of the howling from the second quarter, and of the great crashing from the hills. Howl, you inhabitants of Maktash, for all the merchant people shall be silenced, all those weighing out silver shall be cut off. At that time it shall be that I search Yerushalayim with lamps, and punish the males who are settled on their dregs, who say in their heart, Yahuah does no good, nor does he evil. And their wealth shall become plunder, and their houses laid waste. And they shall build houses, but not inhabit them. And they shall plant vineyards, but not drink their wine. Near is the great day of Yahuah, near and hurrying greatly, and the noise of the day of Yahuah. Let the mighty male then bitterly cry out. That day is a day of wrath, a day of distress and trouble, a day of waste and ruin, a day of darkness and gloominess, a day of clouds, dense clouds, a day of ram's horn and alarm against the walled cities and against the corner towers. And I shall bring distress on males, and they shall walk like blind males, because they have crimed against Yahuah, and their blood shall be poured out like dust, and their flesh like dung. Neither their silver nor their gold shall be able to deliver them in the day of the wrath of Yahuah, and by the fire of his jealousy all the Eretz shall be consumed, for he makes a sudden end of all those who dwell in the Eretz. Chapter 2. Gather together, O nation without shame. Before the decree is born, the day shall pass on like a chaff. Before the burning wrath of Yahuah comes upon you, before the day of the wrath of Yahuah comes upon you. Seek Yahuah, all you meek ones of the Eretz, who have done his right ruling. Seek righteousness, seek meekness. If so, be that you are hidden in the day of the wrath of Yahuah. For Azah is abandoned, and Ashkelon laid waste. Ashdod is driven out at noonday, and Akron is uprooted. Woe to the inhabitants of the sea coast, the nation of the Kerethites. The word of Yahuah is against you, O Canaan, land of the Pelashites. And I shall destroy you so that there is no inhabitant. And the sea coast shall be pastures, shepherds, meadows, and enclosed for our flocks. And the coast shall be for the remnant of the house of Yehudah. They shall feed their flocks on it. At Akab they lie down in the houses of Ashkelon. For Yahuah their Elohim shall visit them and turn back their captivity. I have heard the reproach of Moab, and the revilings of the children of Ammon, with which they have reproached my people, and exalted themselves against their borders. Therefore, as I live, declares Yahuah of hosts, the Elohim of Israel, Moab shall be like Sodom, and the children of Ammon like Amorah, a possession for weeds, and a pit of salt, and a waste forever. The remnant of my people plunder them, and the rest of my nation possess them. This is what they get for their pride, because they have reproached and exalted themselves against the people of Yahuah of hosts. Yahuah shall be awesome to them, for he shall make all the mighty ones of the Eretz to shrivel, while all the coastland of the nations bow down to him, each one from his place. You too, O Cushites, are to be slain by my sword. And he shall stretch out his hand against the north, and destroy Ashur, and make Ninuah a waste, as dry as a wilderness. And droves shall lie down in her midst, every beast of the nation, both pelican and bitter, lodge in the tops of her columns. A voice singing at the window, ruin be at the threshold, for the cedar work is exposed. This is the excellent city that is her dwelling in safety, that said in her heart, I am it, and there is none but me. How she has become a waste, a place for beasts to lie down. Everyone who passes by her whistles and shakes his fist. Chapter 3. Woe to her who is rebellious and defiled, the oppressing city. She did not obey the voice. She did not accept instruction. She did not trust in Yahuah. She did not draw near to her Elohim. Her rulers in her midst are roaring lions. Her judges are evening wolves. They shall leave no bone until the Bakar. Her Nabim are reckless, treacherous males. Her Kohanim have profaned the Mishkan. They have done violence to the Torah. Yahuah is righteous in her midst. He does no unrighteousness. Bakar by Bakar, he brings forth his right rulings to light. It has not been lacking, yet the unrighteous one knows no shame. I have cut off nations, their corner towers are in ruins. I have made their streets deserted, with no one passing by. Their cities are destroyed, without male, without inhabitant. I have said, only revere me, accept instruction, and her dwelling would not be cut off. All that I have appointed for her. But they rose up early, they corrupted all their deeds. Therefore wait for me, declares Yahuah, until the day I rise up for plunder. For my judgment is to gather nations, to assemble reigns, to pour out on them my rage, all my burning wrath. For by fire of my jealousy all the Eretz shall be consumed. For then I shall turn unto the people a clean lip, so that they call on the name of Yahuah, to serve him with one shoulder. From beyond the rivers of Cush, my worshippers, the daughter of my dispersed ones, shall bring my offering. And that day you shall not be put to shame for any of your deeds in which you have transgressed against me. For then I shall remove your midst the proud exalting ones, and you shall no more be haughty in my Kadush mountain. But I shall leave in your midst an oppressed and poor people, and they shall trust in the name of Yahuah. The remnant of Israel shall do no unrighteousness, and speak no falsehood, nor is a tongue of deceit found in their mouth, for they shall feed their flocks and lie down, with none to frighten them. Shout for joy, O daughter of Zion. Shout, O Israel, be glad and rejoice with all your heart, O daughter of Yerushalayim. Yahuah has turned aside your judgments. He has faced your enemy, the sovereign of Israel. Yahuah is in your midst. No longer need you fear evil, and that day it shall be said to Yerushalayim, do not fear, Zion. Do not let your hands be weak. Yahuah, your Elohim, is in your midst, is mighty to save. He rejoices over you with joy. He is silent in his love. He rejoices over you with singing. I shall gather those who grieve about the appointed places, who are among you, to whom its reproach is a burden. See, I am dealing with all those afflicting you at that time, and I shall save the lame and gather those who are cast out, and shall give them for a praise and for a name in all the eretz, where they were put to shame. At that time I shall bring you in, even at the time I gather you, for I shall give you for a name and for a praise among all the peoples of the eretz, when I turn back your captivity before your eyes. Zephaniah